name's Paul Osuch, and I'm the producer and the artistic director of the Anywhere Theatre Festival, which is a theatre festival for theatre anywhere but the traditional theatre. The theatre is not something I actually got into at a young age. It's actually something that's probably driven the style of theatre that I've wanted to do and what I've wanted to achieve with theatre. I've always wanted to produce, write, direct the kind of work that people that haven't done theatre all their life will want to watch and will want to come and see, and that's a lot of what's driven everything from things like all my friends live in Brisbane that directed through to really what I want to do with this festival. The inspiration for the festival came from a few different sources. It was one of these things where I'd come back from a few years overseas, and I'd been doing a lot of work which had been, well, you'd call it site-specific type work that hadn't been in traditional theatre spaces. Came back to Brisbane with this grand plan to start up a studio theatre space, and in the process of looking around at other theatres went, hang on, this actually isn't the kind of work I want to do anyway, so why should I be starting a theatre space like this? I started talking about this to a few people, and started seeing what other work has been done around Brisbane, and went, actually I think there's definitely enough space for a festival that focuses just on work that's outside of traditional theatres. Know that there are lots of audiences that would be interested in coming to see work that is in different places, close to them, isn't the traditional 600-seater, proscenium arch type thing. And there was also a lot of performers that were interested in doing this kind of work, and I think it's kind of been proven by the fact that now we've got nearly 40 different productions happening in this first festival. My experience with festivals so far has been more as a director and a writer. I've had a few different long and short plays that have been on at places like the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and the Los Angeles Edge Fest. From the point of view of taking on this kind of scale of producing, no, I haven't done it before. Maybe if I had done it before, I wouldn't have done it. But one of the things I really love about festivals is the whole idea that you can stumble across things that you normally wouldn't have booked to see, and it's a way of taking you out of your comfort zone. And that could be a comfort zone. It doesn't have to be a comfort zone as far as seeing an all-naked play where all they do is swear through it constantly. And don't mean that kind of comfort zone. But we're so programmed now to particularly for bigger shows, to see names that we know. That it's sort of the Wizard of Oz, or it's Grease, or it's Shakespeare. And it's so hard for smaller production companies to be able to get their name out there and say, hey, look, this might not be the thing that you're actually looking for, but you might actually like it. And that's what I want to make available for the audiences that will come along. The major thing that I'm really hoping will come out of the festival is that there'll be a lot of production companies that have started to see a new way of working on top of what they normally do. That there'll be a lot of people that wouldn't have normally thought about coming to theatre anywhere, that all of a sudden start thinking, oh yes, I could do that. So they're really the two core goals, and then the third one is that yes, there's enough interest that people go, right, yes, we really want a second one to be done, which we'll probably do whether they want to or not. I think probably the one thing about the festival is all about demonstrating to people that we can look beyond the theatres. Instead of us bemoaning the fact that there aren't enough spaces to traditional theatre spaces to perform in, which there never will be. No matter how many are built, there probably never will be enough. What we're going to do is just widen our horizons a little bit and say, look, there is another way of doing it. It works, and once we've demonstrated that, we're hoping to then spread it throughout the world.